Hello students, today's topic is line generation algorithm using equation of line. In the previous lecture we have seen that there are three algorithms for line generation. One is equation of line, second one is DD algorithm, and third one is Bresenham algorithm. So out of these three algorithms we will take first, that is equation of line. Okay, so first we will see what is line. So consider this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Okay, there is a line AB. A is start point, B is end point. Start point coordinates are XA, YA. End point coordinates are XB, YB. Okay, then the equation of this line is given by equation of line is y equal to mx plus c. Okay, equation of line is y equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope of line. M is what? Slope of line. So what is this m? This is dx, difference of x coordinate. This is dy, difference of y coordinate. This is the inclination of line theta. So slope is nothing but tan theta or dy by dx. So tan theta is dy by dx. Okay. It is also calculated as yb minus ya upon xb minus xa. So this is yb minus ya upon xb minus xa. So this is the formula of slope calculation. Okay. Now what is this c? What is this c? C is the y-intercept. So if you extend this line so that it intersects with y-axis, then this is y-intercept. This is y-intercept. So how to calculate this y-intercept? So if you put the start point coordinates in the equation y equal to mx plus c, then you can easily calculate the value of c. So if you put start point coordinates that is xa, y in equation of line, then you can easily calculate the value of c, that is y equal to m into xa plus c, and c is equal to y minus m into xa. So in this equation of line y equal to mx plus c, there are two constants, that is m and c. So m is calculated as yb minus ya upon xb minus xa, and c is calculated as y minus m into xa. Okay. Now then we have seen in the previous video how the value of x and y are calculated. So there we have discussed two conditions: if the slope of line is less than 1, else slope of line is equal to or greater than 1. So what was the logic? So if slope of line mod of m is less than 1, then since if the slope of line is less than 1, means it tends towards the horizontal line, means value of x is changing very fast as compared to value of y. So we increment the value of x by 1 in every iteration and calculate the value of y by equation of line. So if m is less than 1, then increase the value of x by 1 in every iteration, calculate the value of y by equation of line, and we will continue calculating the value of x and y till value of x is less than or equal to xb. So we keep on incrementing the value of xa by 1 in every increment, and we keep on increment till the value of x becomes xb. What we are doing, we are adding 1 unit in every iteration of x, and we will continue the increment till the value of x becomes xb. So continue till x is less than or equal to xb. So this is for slope less than 1. Else, if the slope is greater than 1, greater than or equal to 1, m is greater than or equal to 1. So in that case, so if the slope is greater than 1, that means it tends towards a vertical line, and value of y is changing very fast as compared to value of x. That is why we increment the value of y by 1 in every iteration and calculate the value of x by using equation of line. So in this case, we increment the value of y by 1 in every iteration and calculate the value of x as y minus c upon m, and this will continue till value of y is equal to or less than yb. So continue till y is less than or equal to yb. Okay, so this is a mathematical analysis of a line. Okay, now we try to write this mathematical analysis or mathematical logic into the form of algorithm. Okay, so what is algorithm? Algorithm is nothing but it is a systematic way of writing your logic. So whatever logic you have developed, now it's time to write it in a systematic way. Okay, so algorithm is nothing but systematic way of writing the logic. So we write down the algorithm here. So this is line generation algorithm using equation of line. So we are writing an algorithm for equation of line. Now in every algorithm there are total 5 steps. These are predefined steps. These are fixed steps. Okay. So what are those 5 steps? Step number 1. First step is declaration of variables. We have to declare all the variables in this particular step. So declaration of variables. First step is declaration of variables. Second step, step number 2 is initialization. Step number 3 is calculation. Step number 4 is plotting pixels. And last step is step number 5 is stop. So here the algorithm ends. So stop is the last step. Now these are the 5 predefined fixed steps of writing a logic. Okay, so we have developed a logic here, and now we write down this logic in the form of algorithm. Okay, so first step is declaration of variables. So how many variables that we have used here? So all these variables have to be declared here. So the format for declaration is first the integer type. Okay, integer. So you know the C language, you have gone through C language in first year as well as in computer application. So integer is nothing but the whole numbers, no fractional values are allowed here. So integer, first we'll take the endpoint coordinates xa, y, xb, yb. Okay, so xa, ya, xb, yb, these are the endpoint coordinates, or start point or end point coordinates of a line. So we have to write the description here. So these are the start point and end point of line. Start point and end point of line. Then what we require? M and C. These are the two constant. So M is a fraction. So numerator upon denominator. That means M can be a float value. So we declare it as float. So float M C. And what is M and C? This is slope and y-intercept. Okay. Now apart from this, we have used x and y. Okay, x and y to store the current value of x and to store the current value of y. So this x and y is used. So this is also m is mx plus c, where m is float. So y can be a float value. So we declare it as float x comma y. And what is the description of these variables? These are the variables to store the current value of x and y. To store current value of x and y. Okay. So these many number of variables were used in this mathematical analysis. So we have declared all the variables. Now next step is initialization. Now what is initialization? Now if somebody asks you to draw a line, then he must give the start point and end point coordinates. Without giving start point and end point coordinates, you cannot draw a line. So initialization is a step where we call the variables which are required to draw that particular entity. So if it is a line, then you must ask for the start point and end point coordinates. If it is a circle, you must ask for the radius and the center point coordinates, because without these variables you cannot draw any entity. So in initialization step, we call all the variables which are essential to draw that particular entity. So in initialization, so to draw a line, we require the start point and end point coordinates. So here we call the start point and end point coordinates, and the syntax is read XA comma Y and XB comma Y. So these are the four variables XA, YA, XB, YB. These are the four variables which are required to draw a line. So we call it from the user side. That is initialization step. Then the third is calculation step. Now before plotting pixels, we must ready with the value of M and C. Okay. So we must calculate first the value of M and C, then only we can start plotting a pixel. Okay. So in calculation part, the calculation which are prior required before plotting pixels will be written here. Okay. So before plotting pixels, we should ready with the value of slope and y-intercept. So we'll write down these two formulae in this step. So M is calculated as M is equal to YB minus YA upon XB minus XA. Okay. Similarly, the second formula that we'll write is C is equal to YA minus M into XA. YA minus M into XA. So these are the two constants that we need to keep ready before plotting pixels. Okay. Now step number 4, which is actually plotting pixels. Okay. Now we start plotting pixels from here and we end our plotting at the end point. So through algorithm, what we are doing, we are selecting the pixels from the monitor so that a desired line will appear on the screen. So we start plotting pixels from start point and our plotting will end at the end point. Okay. So the initial value of X will be XA, initial value of Y will be YA. And then we keep on calculating the next iteration values of X and Y, and then we reach up to the end point. Okay. So initial value of X is XA, initial value of Y is YA. Then it's an iteration, so we'll use a loop. So if you are using a C language, you might have come across the loops from C language, that is for loop, while loop, do while loop. So in algorithm we write a generalized function loop. So a loop can be for loop in case of C language, or can be different loop if you are using some different programming language. Okay. So loop then plotting function. So plotting function is put pixel. Now the raster screen, how will you select the pixel? By using this put pixel function. So this put pixel function will eliminate that particular pixel. Okay. Now, and what this put pixel statement eliminates the pixel? How the put pixel statements eliminate the pixel? Depending upon the value of X and Y. Okay. Depending upon the value of X and Y. Now here we have declared the value of X and Y as float, whereas in raster screen there can't be a fractional value of X and fractional value of Y. There can't be a pixel called 1.5 comma 2.75. Okay, either it can be a 2 or 3 2, 2. So it's a whole numbers only. Okay. So that is why what we'll do, we'll round off the value of x and y. So round x, round y. Okay. So put pixel statements, round x and round y. So whatever the value of x and y, we round it first and then we plot it. Okay. Now there are two statements. Okay. First is if. Mod of m is less than 1. Okay. So if there are two parts, one is if m is less than 1, else m is greater than 1. So I will erase this stop button because this algorithm will take some more space. I will continue this particular portion here. So if m is less than 1, then x is calculated as x is equal to x plus 1 and y equal to mx plus c, and this will continue till value of x is less than or equal to xb. So continue loop till x is less than or equal to xb. So this is if part. This is this part. Now what about the else part? Else part says else, that is m is greater than or equal to 1, then the value of y and x are calculated like this, and this will continue till value of y is less than or equal to yb. Okay. So we continue this algorithm here. Else y is equal to y plus 1, x is equal to y minus c upon m, and this loop continue loop till value of y is less than or equal to yb. Okay. So we have covered the if part and else part, and then this algorithm will stop here. So step number 5. Stop. Okay. So here this algorithm ends. Okay. So in this video we have seen the mathematical analysis of equation of line algorithm, and then we have written the mathematical logic in the form of algorithm. Now we are ready to write a program using any programming language. Particularly in our practical sessions we use C programming language. So using this algorithm we can convert this algorithm into the C program. Okay. So that will do once the practical session will start. Okay. So hope you understand the equation of line algorithm, which is the basic algorithm of line generation. Okay. Thank you.